Good morning, Northdale Stars. It's Mrs. Kramer. I am going to be reading aloud. I had shared with an announcement this morning my Father's Dragon, and I'm going to be reading Chapter 1. This story is by Ruth Stiles Gannett, and it's also illustrated by her, and I'm going to be posting some of the pictures as we go. Chapter 1, My Father Meets the Cat. One cold rainy day when my father was a little boy, he met an old alley cat on his street. The cat was very drippy and uncomfortable, so my father said, "Wouldn't you like to come to home with me?" This surprised the cat. She had never before met anyone who cared about old alley cats, but she said, "I'd be very much obliged if I could sit by a warm furnace and perhaps have a saucer of milk." "We have a very nice furnace to sit by," said my father, "and I'm sure my mother has an extra saucer of milk." So I wonder why this cat has never been invited home. I wonder if people don't treat alley cats so well. My father and the cat became good friends, but my father's mother was very upset about the cat. She hated cats, particularly old alley cats. "Elmer Elevator," she said to my father, "if you think I'm going to give that cat a saucer of milk, you're very wrong. Once you start feeding stray alley cats, you might as well expect to feed every stray in town, and I am not going to do it." She looks like she's giving him heck, doesn't she? So Elmer Elevator is what his father's name. It's not being told. The story's not being told by Elmer. I wonder who it's being told by. It must be his son, right? It's my father. This made my father very sad, and he apologized to the cat because his mother had been so rude. He told the cat to stay anyway, and that somehow he would bring her a saucer of milk each day. My father fed the cat for 3 weeks, but one day his mother found the cat's saucer in the cellar, and she was extremely angry. She whipped my father and threw the cat out the door. But later on, my father sneaked out and found the cat. Together they went for a walk in the park and tried to think of nice things to talk about. My father said, "When I grow up, I'm going to have an airplane." Wouldn't it be wonderful to fly just anywhere in the world you might think of? I wonder what the cat thinks of that. "Would you like to fly very much?" asked the cat. "I certainly would. I'd do anything if I could fly." The cat kind of pondered this for a moment and looked at Elmer. "Well," said the cat, "if you'd really like to fly that much, I think, I might know of a sort of a way that you might get to fly while you're still a little boy." What? You mean you know where I could get an airplane? "Well, not exactly an airplane, but something even better. As you can see, I'm an old cat, but in my younger days, I was quite the traveler. My traveling days are over, but last spring I took just one more trip and I sailed to the island of Tangerina. I stopped at the port of Canberry. Well, it just so happened that I missed the boat, and while waiting for the next, I thought I'd look around a bit. I was particularly interested in a place called Wild Island, which we had passed on our way to Tangerina. Wild Island and Tangerina are joined together by a long, long string of rocks. But people never go to Wild Island because it's mostly jungle and inhabited by very wild animals. So I decided to go across the rocks and explore it for myself. I don't know if I'd be that brave. It certainly is an interesting place, but I saw something there that made me want to weep. Boys and girls, just so you know, weep is another word for cry. I wonder, it makes me very curious. I wonder what he saw that made him weep. So boys and girls, this picture you can see that I have put up here is a picture of what the cat was talking about, the island of Tangerina and Wild Island. I'm very curious to find out in chapter 2 what made our cat so sad that it cried. I hope you join me tomorrow to hear what happens in chapter 2. Have a great day.